Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona's channel in English. Well, today, Wednesday, 18th of May, we have some news to talk about. But before starting, let me remind you, if you like Barcelona and you don't want to miss any of our daily videos, this is your channel. Down there, there is a red button that you can hit to subscribe. Like this, you will not miss any latest news of the team of your dreams. And without more delay, let's start. Yeah, that thing that you've seen is my hand going to the mouse to pass the screen. Well, let's start talking about Trincao. As you know, now he's in England and he's playing with the Wolverhampton. And as Barcelona cannot pay the 30 million euros for Adama, and they don't want, obviously, actually, Xavi said clearly that Adama is not playing because he's not in conditions to play. Like before, he was playing, he was better, or he was training better and showing more capacities than Dembele, but now in this moment it's not like that, and he decided to put Dembele. Honestly, I have my doubts about this. I don't think it's because just Dembele was not was better, but also I think Adama was. I think in that moment the team didn't Dembele play. Xavi had no other option, but now Dembele's characteristics are better than Adama, being objective, and Xavi has decided to put Dembele before Adama. No? But every match I've seen of Adama playing, I think no doubt that he's a very good player. But later, if you want to tell me, yeah, we cannot pay those 30 million euros for Wolverhampton because we have other interests, or we want to spend that money for anything else, perfect. But saying that, I think it's a bit not the truth. No, well, the problem is that now Barcelona has to get back Trincao and Xavi, obviously. Even though Trincao played a very good season with the Wolves, the team is not considering to keep Trincao. One option that now Barcelona has is to send him to the Sporting of Portugal. I think it's Sporting of Lisbon, if I'm not wrong. Well, the Sporting, the problem now here is that even though they really want the player, it seems that Barcelona wants to sell Trincao, but the Sporting wants to get him just as a loan. So there are problems here. No. Barcelona in this moment, I think what they are going to do is to listen all the options they have for some months, and if they don't find anything that near what they want, that obviously is to sell Trincao for 30 million euros, then they will send him to Sporting. I think one option for Barcelona could be that send him as a loan for 1 year, and then with the mandatory with a clause of the mandatory incorporation or signing for the next year. I mean, let's send him as a loan for the 2022-2023, and then if he plays with some condition, that's always with a condition, then if he plays X numbers of matches or whatever, then they have to sign him and we get free of Trincao. No? That could be an option, I think. Interesting, but well. Other player who will not stay in Barcelona clearly is Umtiti, not Dembele. Umtiti, not just is he has no space in Barcelona, not just Xavi doesn't count on him at all, even though having the defense really bad that he's playing with Lenglet and Mingueza. Not even just that, but also Barcelona has offered the player to the Arsenal. Why? Well, the Arsenal in this moment that sadly the other day they lost again. They had very easy to pass to the Champions League. They just had to win to keep winning. Not that easy, but they lost the last matches, and now they don't depend on them. They get a lot of goals, and Arteta knows he needs to improve that defense. Umtiti, in his time, it was one of the best defenders of the times. One of the best defenders, center backs in the world. Really, that was a fact. The problem is that time to time, with the injuries, his attitude, etc. Well, you know what has happened, no? So now the option, now Arsenal is considering this option, getting Umtiti to improve the defense. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Arteta is not going to get him. Maybe I'm wrong, but I see Umtiti finishing his years playing in France. To be honest, that's my opinion. I think he's going to go back to France probably this summer, because many teams in France, they want him. I don't see him for the Premier League. He couldn't even adapt to the Spanish league, as it's not that intense as the Premier League. In the Premier League, he's going to suffer a lot. I think better destination is France, no? And other player who is going to come, it seems now it's going to be Pjanic. Another player that, for example, Xavi doesn't count on. Xavi knows. I mean, we need a center back, probably as similar as Busquets as possible. I think, in his case, Pjanic could be an option to cover that position. But the problem is that, first, Pjanic doesn't count on the characteristics, or doesn't have the characteristics of Busquets, and second, the age. I think when Xavi want another player to substitute Busquets and to give Busquets more free time and more resting time, he's not thinking about Pjanic, because Pjanic, if I'm not wrong, he's 31 years old. Busquets is 35. They are not that different. And when we are talking about a new player for Busquets' position, we're talking about a kid of 23, 24 years old who can perform properly now. But anyway, I'm reading news that they are saying that Pjanic, it seems that this summer, could go to Napoli. Napoli, they are interested in the player, in the Bosnian player, and could be an option. No, the Italian league is the place where he has performed the best years, and I think he will be happy to go back to the Serie A to play there with with the other teams. No, to play in the Italian league. Also, another player who may go to Italy is Braithwaite. Braithwaite, that last year he could have had many options if he would leave Barcelona, decided to stay. Sadly, one of the reasons it was because we got a lot of injuries in the forward, but also because with Koeman he played. But as soon as Xavi became the coach, you know what has happened. No, Braithwaite didn't have any minutes with Barcelona. He has recovered. I think he played like 10-15 minutes, and that's all. And probably those were the last minutes that they play with Xavi, unless they will play this weekend. Considering that we need to show to the market how good they are, probably Xavi is going to use another. If I were him, at least, I would use those players that I didn't use that much. So we are talking about Braithwaite, Ricky Puig, Umtiti, etc. We have nothing in play, so why not to show to the market what we have to offer them, no? And then get some money. More news now about the people who may come. Lewandowski, more and more. It says that the other day, he played the last game for Bayern, but before that game, he was screaming he was in a call, talking in Polish. Of course, his mates, they didn't understand what he was talking about, but they say that he was all the time saying FC Barcelona, Football Club Barcelona, referring that clearly Lewandowski's idea is to come to Barcelona. Both parties are in the same situation. Not they really want, but let's see now. It seems that the agreement Lewandowski Barcelona is done. Is 100% done. That's what I've read and heard from other YouTubers and from media. So that probably is the truth. But the problem now is to talk with Bayern Munich to see how we can get this player and how much we can pay. Remember, we don't have that much money. Now we are going to talk about that other problem with another player, but probably reducing that as Bayern, they see that Lewandowski doesn't want to stay, probably paying 30 million, 35 million. I think 40 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but it's fair because it's Lewandowski. But paying 35 million, it would be great. But the Barcelona's idea is to pay just 30. Let's see what happens. But I hope to be able to give you some information soon. And the other player that Barcelona wanted, we talked about this yesterday, was Koundé. Koundé, actually, Barcelona last year, they tried, but Barcelona offered players. Because, as you know, we don't have enough money. So it was Trincao, Dembélé, I think no. But Trincao, some players. And Sevilla said that, okay, those players, perfect, but they want money too. And they wanted 25 million euros. The problem now is that everything has changed. Sevilla didn't reach the last 8 or the last 16 of the Champions League. That it's what they thought they are going to reach. And then now they are forced to sell a player to reach the fair play. This player, that's going to be an important player, and that player could be Koundé. Koundé last year, they wanted to get 90 million. Chelsea and Barcelona were interested in him, but finally none of them. And now things have changed. But anyway, Sevilla, it seems that they want 40 million euros, no player for it, and Barcelona doesn't have enough money to pay that. The one who has money is Chelsea. And as they are losing Rudiger and Christensen, who knows? I think probably Koundé could go to Chelsea. But well, we will see. No? And guys, well, that's all for today. My opinion is, what do you think? Or my question is, what do you think? Koundé should come to Barcelona, shouldn't? Well, whatever is your opinion, leave it there down in the comment section and see you in the next video. Have a nice day.